Here's one that's on deferred to the second half. Dolphins will get it to begin. Off we go on Christmas Day. Raheem Mostert. Spanish language broadcast.
First down.
So the holding penalty on Clayton Fedulum will move him back a little bit to what got you here. Trust in yourself. Trust in you off of that performance here today. His first throw is knocked down 36 yards. He's got it for the first time here. He's got a nice hole. And
good patience. Watch the block coming across. Alec Ingold, watch on the outside. Kick out. Gets that done. You see the little patience and the jump back. Now you
that run by Raheem Mostert.
Well, the two losses to open the road trip in San have to run it and learn that they could last week. Tagovailoa steps into pressure and finds Tyreek Hill.
A really nice soft spot on the outside. Watch as he comes out. Gets to that second level. Finds that little zone.
And so they got the ground game going last week, but it's been back to the ground here. Another hole from Mostert.
And he's just going to wind it right up, right down that hash mark. And they put up 363 on him. That's going to distort your run defense for the remainder of the year.
Mostert's first two carries going for 13 and 17. They give it to him again. Good, but coming off their best game, they held the Rams to 156.
Joe Barry's group right there, what they're going to have to do. They got to get Tua to get
into the game at running back, replacing Mostert after missing. Miami's got to use a timeout here with the play clock running out. To the mindset. That was the biggest deal for Mike McDaniel,
winning him to just relax. He started to see the Tua Tagovailoa. They
pick in his third season and having his best season. Back to the ground here. Jeff Wilson in and out of the lineup, in and out of the trainer's room, and wondering if he said, "Yeah, you're right." And once he embraced that as well, once he started to believe,
anticipation,
really third down and short. Tagovailoa looks to throw. He's got one-on-one to the sideline for him.
Very effectively, very efficiently down the field, and you get into that situation short area and not go for these explosive plays.
Hear those short, they're saying. Jason Sanders straight down the middle, his 9th consecutive today. They try to get their 3rd consecutive win, try to keep boost. It's been a perfect weekend for the Packers in that regard. There's Mostert. Raheem Mostert
in the return game. It's been such an upgrade from last year. It was a struggle for Green Bay.
Under pressure, found the hole for Jalen Waddle, got blocking, got free. Waddle with speed, takes it inside the 40, keeps on going. Strike. Dolphins back in front.
All efficiently like they did on that first drive, and then come back. Play of your second drive.
Gotta stay in 6.
This is who we are. We are an explosive.
Jalen Waddle, who leads the NFL in yards per
return team, and they when you try to do that, because that's exactly what can happen.
There's a short one, and Mostert comes up and gets to the 15. Both special teams here to Miami for the first time in a month and get things headed. It is Jeff Wilson with room off the left side, and Wilson lowers.
I thought one of the interesting things, through that whole process, that conversation, when you talk about those three, that kind of showed where we had some vulnerabilities and
just couldn't finish off the Bills. Here's Tyreek Hill, room in the middle of the not give them that throw as frequently.
Yeah, this is really good because through everything. And then he comes up, and there's Tyreek Hill right there. Things you're thinking about.
Tyreek Hill, most prolific first. Already in Packers territory. Back to the ground, and Jeff Wilson surges ahead. 3rd, sent 5 picks to Kansas City for it. Right after the leader as well. Here's Tagovailoa slipping a man and running.
Holding. Offense number 58. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
You gotta. Well, you might have a lot of jersey in your hand. So right as he moves away, right there.
High snap. Tagovailoa has to fall on it.
Plays 2 in a row for Connor Williams, and just a short step. A lot of times when you're in that shotgun position, if you have but not a real long reach for him to go to right there. So not sure why that one was so off target.
And the Packers fans making some noise. In traffic, incomplete. Out.
Yeah.
And a first down run for Raheem Mostert. A flag down. Mostert got 13, but it's coming back. Devon Beal, he's played through a host of injuries. Here's Mike Gesicki breaking loose. And Mike Gesicki has a first down to the 48. He popped to his feet thinking that he wasn't touched, but they ruled that he was.
Cover up.
In Packers territory, flags fly as Jeff Wilson carries it for 4 into the arms of Justin Hollins.
Tight ends, and just kind of think about what you see from San Francisco at that tight end spot.
Tagovailoa loads up and wants Tyreek Hill. He's got him. First and goal. They connect again. And goal. It's a handoff to Jeff Wilson, and it's a Dolphin touchdown to put Tyreek Hill bounces all over that motion. They hand it off to Mostert. Yeah, Mostert got a few. There's another flag. As quick. Tagovailoa 5 for 8, 192 yards. Zips one here on a slant, and has Jalen Waddle.
Very unique way.
2nd down and 8. Tagovailoa pressured and sacked. Jaron Reed got to him first. First year, then back off and rush just 4. So Tagovailoa has time, steps up and throws close to the marker with Trent Sherfield. It looks like Sherfield's got enough on his first catch of the first completion to Sherfield. Back to the ground. Here's Jeff Wilson battering it inside, getting a couple. Because those skills are talking about anticipating, reading the defense. 2nd and goal. Looks to throw. In trouble. And sacked by Preston Smith. The ball was ripped out. And the Dolphins recover. Preston Smith joins Tagovailoa in the backfield. Quick throw. Mostert. No room. Tripped up by Jair Alexander and finished off by Enigbari. And so the pack is me. 34-yarder from Jason Sanders. Mostert gets the carry on 1st down, gets a couple, had some room on the ground early on in that first half, but started to lean away from it. That's only the 5th carry for Mostert. Climates, days where it might be harder to throw it, to know that you can do it. Here they can't. That play shut down immediately. Kenny Clark and TJ Slayton in there for the tackle. 5 to choose from for Tagovailoa. Retreating, throwing, sideline, caught near the sticks by Jalen Waddle. They're to depend on the spot. They do run it, and they get it, and then some with Raheem Mostert. And those critics are yelling, that's why you run it on short yardage situations.
Yeah, just get in behind that big offensive line and press. You know, watch Teron Armstead is going to be the one guy that really does a good job on Jaron Reed. You see him get down inside, and he creates that little crease that Raheem Mostert's able to get through.
Hey, best Christmas Day present is always the new edition of Madden, new video game system. This is getting played like a video game. Everybody going for it on 4th down. No need for punts up in here. Mostert again, stopped by Quay Walker this time. Justin Hollins there as well. We go down to Pam Oliver.
Joe, at the half for the Dolphins, Mike McDaniel, we talked about the offense. He thinks that group, despite their explosive plays earlier, can do much better. He thinks they're hurting themselves, and he wants to see more fire. Defensively, happy with the pass rush, doing well on the back end, he told me. Then the Packers make that touchdown drive. McDaniel, a very positive coach, confident, though, still in that group.
Looks like Mike got a new watch for Christmas. That thing's popping, right? Just got it polished. I know he's wearing new shoes or different shoes today. Same shoes that he broke out to break their earlier 3-game losing streak. Tagovailoa off play action. Lets him develop. Floats it for Waddle. Perfect strike again. And Jalen Waddle beating Rasul Douglas for a 1st down into Packers territory.
Actually, good job by Durham Smythe on this. Watch 81. He's a little bit underneath Jalen Waddle when he pivots out. I thought he was going to go up and try and make a play on that. Lets it go beyond him, down to Jalen Waddle.
For a gain of 24, which is right at the average for Tagovailoa today. For Jalen Waddle, continuation of this massive leap from his rookie year to his 2nd year. Not necessarily how often he's used, because he caught 100 balls last year, but he's doubled his yards per catch. #1 in the NFL. They fake the toss. Tagovailoa dancing around. Dangerous shovel forward and incomplete. Quay Walker was right there at the end as Tagovailoa got pressured by Devontae Wyatt.
Got really lucky with that one right there. This is just one of those plays that hey, you got to credit your defense. Your defense did a good job in coverage. They flushed you out of the pocket. Don't take a bad play and make it worse. Very lucky that something bad.
Dolphins trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Tagovailoa. Uh-oh, that one's picked. Dueling interception. receptions. Jair Alexander. Punch, counter punch. Packer football. Here comes Hill in motion. It is Jeff Wilson. Wilson with a nice cut. Didn't look like there was much there, but he got 6.
And remember, on that
round game going today. 2nd and 3. They fake the run. Tagovailoa looks back across the field. Steps into with toss. Then Waddle climbs the ladder to retrieve. Against Adrian Amos. First down from the 41. Back to the ground in Wilson. Got a block from Ingold to get a few. Now, Jalen Waddle last year set an NFL rookie record with 103 catches, but unthinkably, 2nd and 7. Back-to-back runs here. This one shut down at the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith. On 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa over the middle has Trent Sherfield. Both his catches today have season in Miami. He's the motion man here. Tagovailoa again over the middle. It's Waddle again, but it's broken up by Douglas. Middle of the field when you're bailing out trying to cover the speed. Middle of the field throw here. Right on a dime. Tyreek Hill, first catch of the second half today. From the 27-yard line. Wilson straight ahead. Tripped up at the line. Now the Packers trying to be in. Trying to flip this one around here. There's a flag down as Waddle gets the catch. Dances into the clear. Jalen Waddle. What burst. Back to the 30. 2nd and 13. That's picked off by Devondre Campbell. Second drive in a row ended by a Packer interception.